Hi, everybody. This is Debbie Bry from Team Beautifully Polished. I'm here to talk to you today about aspiring leaders. If you're on this call, it might mean that you're thinking about leadership with Color Street, or perhaps you already are a leader. And as leaders, we're always trying and willing to grow and learn. So maybe you're on here to catch a new nugget or two for your own personal growth. Let's talk a little bit about leadership. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. So as John Maxwell said, becoming a leader is like investing in the stock market. If your hope is to make a fortune in a day, you're not going to be successful. What matters most is what you do day by day over the long haul. So although it's true that some people are born with greater natural gifts than others, and the ability to lead is one of those, the ability to lead really is a collection of skills, of which most of these skills can be learned and improved. So if you don't feel you're a leader now, or you don't feel you were born with these skills, it's not something that you can't get. All leaders, we all work on these skills every day and improve. Leaders have all different kinds of characteristics. If I was to ask you what traits you find as important as a leader, I'm sure they're far different than some of what I look at. And maybe some of them are the same, just as the importance of these qualities will differ person to person. So when I personally think of a leader, I want someone who is honest, they have integrity, they're sympathetic, they prioritize, they work hard, they have a positive attitude, they're adaptable, they're willing to grow and change, they have the ability to work with many types of personalities, and they have a passion and a love for their business. Those are the things I look for. They could be completely different or maybe the same of what you look for. So in this training, I've kind of broken it into three parts. Important steps of becoming a leader in Color Street, what you do as a leader, and then the benefits of being a leader. And I'll talk briefly about each one. I could really do training on each section individually as well. So this is kind of an overview. First, let's talk about how you hit leadership in Color Street. The first step in leadership is team leader in Color Street. In order to be a team leader, you must have 3 qualified E1 people. By qualified meaning they must have done at least $300 that month, of which one of these 3 people is a senior stylist, meaning they have 2 people and they've met their qualifications. You need to accumulate $5,000 over time, so that's cumulative, in $2,500 the month that you qualify, and that's among you and all your people. So that's how you become a team leader. And again, if you're not even sure about this, reach out to your upline or your upline leader so they can go over this with you. So where do you start on this path to leadership for Color Street? Well, before you even begin on the path, there's something I need you to do, which is eliminate excuses. If you want to be a leader, you guys, I'm going to give you some things to do, but the first thing you have to do is eliminate your excuses. We can come up with 100 reasons why we can't get on the phone, we don't have time to do nail bars, we can't find anyone to buy the product, nobody wants to sell it, but all this has to change right here and right now. We could always find an excuse, but a leader is willing to challenge themselves and rise above the excuses and find the self-discipline to get it done. They can't get someone to do a nail bar, they're going to find some discipline till they get on the phone and they find that next nail bar. They don't stop, they don't give up, they don't use it as an excuse. Okay, so your first step after you've put your excuses beside you is knowing your why. We've talked about this. This is a training call in and of itself, so I'm going to be brief about it. But knowing your why is, why are you doing this business? What led you to Color Street to begin with? Was it financial? Was it to get out of the house? Was it you were looking for something new? Is it you're trying to overcome fears? Why are you doing this business? Not just why are you doing this business, but now why are you thinking about leadership? Why all of a sudden, maybe you were thinking about it from the beginning, or maybe you weren't and now you are. So what has led you to think about leadership? Is it to help others? Is it to make more money? Is it to be around like-minded women? Whatever it is, I want you to write your why down. You have to know your why. Now, your why may change over time. Maybe you weren't thinking about leadership before and you are now. So your why may have already changed. But whatever it is, focus on that why, because you're going to need to go back to it on the days you want to quit. And trust me, there'll be days you want to quit. There'll be days there's 15 out of stocks. There'll be days that customer service isn't getting back with you. There's going to be days all you hear are complaints. So it can happen, but you go back to your why and you get over it. You get over what all the negative to figure out why you're doing this, and you get back to you and where you are on your path. So the next step, which is a huge key, is working your own business. You've got to book your calendar. A leader leads by example. They're out there doing and learning everything right along with you. So you need to get out there and schedule nail bars. Just because you have a team and you may have 5 people on your team doesn't mean you stop working your business. You need to be in there. You need to figure out what the problems are at nail bars. You need to figure out what works right. You need to figure all these things out so you're able to work with your team and teach them by learning from experience yourself. So ideally, you're scheduling 10 nail bars to hold 8 nail bars to sponsor 2 people every month. If you want to lead, then you need a team to lead, right? If you want to lead, you got to have people. Well, to get people and to have a team, you have to sponsor people. So once you start building that team, I want you to think about sponsoring or getting new stylists. If you sponsor 2 people per month, which is our 10, 8, and 2, your team is going to grow. If you want rapid growth, I want to be a senior executive director by the end of the year, by the end of 2019. You want big growth. You want rapid growth, then you need to be sponsoring 3 to 4 people personally per month and teaching your team to do the same. All right? So where are you getting these new sponsors? Well, again, if you're working your business, you get out there, you do nail bars, you do online parties, you do events, and you're bringing up the business at all of them. You're reaching out to other people on your Frank list. You're doing Color 10, which is reaching out to at least 10 new people per week. I cannot emphasize enough to you, if you want to be a leader, you have to have a team to lead, which means you have to sponsor. So you have to put out the opportunity. And you guys, we have an opportunity. We have a job where you can work from home, you can create your own hours, and even in these higher level positions, you can still work part-time hours around your own life, and you have the opportunity to make any income. We don't tell you this is your income. You have the opportunity to create an income. What more could people want in a job? There pretty much isn't anything better than that. So you have an opportunity, you guys. So share it with people. I can tell you, I could talk about just that for a whole training call. So along with nail bars, you also need to set goals. All right. Now, goals are different than your why. Your why is what brought you into the business and what's keeping you in the business and what's driving you to leadership, maybe. But your goals are going to be your concrete, the concrete things you write down to help you with your why. You're going to write down weekly goals, monthly goals, and a yearly goal. What do you want by the end of 2019? Where do you want to be? Write your weekly goals, your monthly, and your yearly. What type of goals should you write? Well, you should have your personal sales goal, your personal sales recruit, and your rank change. What ranks do you want to hit at different levels? I want you to look at those goals every day. I want you to post them or put them where you're going to see them constantly. The more you read these goals, it's going to keep you on that path of where you want to be. The goals are going to help you achieve everything you want. You've got to keep your positive attitude and determination that we talked about. So I had a goal before we even started of sponsoring 12 people, before the doors even opened, because I was in before the doors opened. So I had goals before we started. I had rank goals. Each month I set new goals for myself. Have I met every single goal? No. But I don't let that get me down. I relook at the goals, I evaluate, and I see what I should have done differently. Every month I grow. Every month I learn by a mistake, or I look at something that I've done positive. But by learning by my mistakes, it allows me to move forward, because I guarantee you mistakes are going to happen along the way. It's how it goes. We all make mistakes, but it's how you handle these mistakes that count. And that is how you grow. And that is the sign of a leader. How are you going to handle these mistakes? Maybe you didn't sponsor your 2 people, but what didn't you do? Did you talk to 10 people a week? Well, then you need to figure out how you're going to get those 2 people in that month. Did you do enough nail bars? Did you put yourself in front of enough people? So you can evaluate what you're doing and, with your goals each week, each month, and then throughout the year. Number 4, I want you to surround yourself with like-minded people. If you know you want leadership, hang out with leaders, hang out with potential leaders, hang out with people who have the same goals. If you're around people who are negative and they're complaining and they're selling $300 every 6 months because they just are buying it, for their own personal habit, this is not going to motivate you to reach your goals. If you are an aspiring leader, you have much higher goals. You are not even satisfied with $300 in a month. You want to hit enhanced commission every month if you're an aspiring leader. So you're not going to be satisfied with $300 a month, let alone $300 every 6 months. So hang out with the people who have like-minded goals. Find a pacing partner on our team. Post that you want to be a leader and beautifully polished. Looking for someone interested in pacing. Working your own business is kind of like exercising and eating healthy. It takes discipline. It's manageable alone, but I'm telling you, it's a lot more fun and it's a lot easier when you have an accountability partner. Find that partner on our team. Find someone who wants it. Check in with them weekly. Stay positive with each other. When you have a bad day, call them. Let them talk you out of it. If you have the day you want to quit and you say, I'm done with this, call them. And it's their job then as an accountability partner to help you find that why from you. Find out what happened with that day. Okay, what can you do to make it better? Because there's going to be bumps in the road, I promise you. But a leader sees the big picture. I see the end of the road. I see 2 years. I see 5 years. I see down there. So the little bumps are little bumps along the way. And I know we're going to hit them. We're a new company. It's totally inevitable. But I can get past it because I see over here. And that's what I want you to start visualizing as a true leader. Don't look, who cares about the out of stocks right now? You see this. You see where our company is going to be once those 2 big machines are set up and we're packing quadruple the amount of nails. That's what you see. Okay, number 5 is getting on calls and training. If our team or the company is training, do it. I don't care if you've heard the training before. If it's a topic you think you know, there's always something you can learn because you're always in a different stage of your business. You're always a lifelong learner. Be a lifelong learner of your trade. Always learn and try to improve. I'm listening to so many different people, reading different things, because I know there's so many areas I can improve on. And in the end, I'm going to have no regret because I keep trying. But if you're not trying and you aren't trying to learn new things, you may have regret, like, oh, I wish I would have done this. But don't have regret. Do it now. Learn now. None of us know everything, but all of us know something. So learn from each other and teach others, because you know something someone else doesn't know, just like they know something that you don't know. So share ideas and learn from each other. Get on our training. If you're an aspiring leader, I better see you on those calls because that's where you need to be. Okay, so that's kind of where you get to leadership and how you get to leadership, some steps. Now, what do you do as a leader in Color Street? So let's say you might have a couple people already signed up. You might be a senior stylist. Maybe you don't even have people signed up yet, but you want to be. What is your role as a leader? Well, your role as a leader is some of the stuff I just talked about. Teach your stylist to follow the system. You guys, we have a system. We know what works. We know the Let's Get Started call works with a new stylist. So I want you writing this stuff down. They need to get on a Let's Get Started call. They need to set up their launch +4. So 5 nail bars in that first month. Those are the people who are going to hit jump starts, who are going to be off and running and very comfortable with their business very quickly. Those are going to be your potential new leaders. You need to teach your stylist to hold nail bars. And whether it's in person, whether it's social media, whether it's getting out there and doing some events, get them in front of people. You want to sponsor new stylists and you want to teach them how to sponsor stylists. You want to teach them how to share their business. You want to teach them to know their why. You want to get them on training calls. You want to help them problem solve. Don't just give them all the answers. They don't know where something is in the back office. Give them an idea where it is, but don't go do it for them. Tell them where it is, but have them find it. So you want to guide them, but don't hold their hand and do everything because you want them to be able to be independent, and you want them to be able to teach the people they sign up. So many of the things I talked about of you getting to leadership are things that you are then going to be transferring on to your new stylist. So if you do it that way, they're going to do it that way. And just think, it's going to keep paying forward. If you do the right things and follow the systems, they follow the systems, you become a leader because you're doing the right systems, then they become leaders. It's a win-win, truly, for everybody. Because what are the benefits of leadership in Color Street? Well, number one is you get company leads. If you're a team leader through a senior director, you will get leads from the company. If someone goes on the website and they put in your zip code and you are highest paid in that zip code as a leader, you will get that company lead. So it's a real nice benefit. Strategic placing, that's another benefit, meaning if you sign somebody up, you can help with your team and help that stylist by putting them with people on your team so they can work with not just you, but other people on your team as well. Another benefit of leadership, of course, is helping others. You know, as a teacher, I love helping others. It's just who I am. So I love working with other people. I love it from the second I put that polish on the first person, and they're not even a stylist, to the stylist and their excitement when they get their first sale, to that stylist who then gets their first promotion. It's fun all the way up. It's also exciting to build leaders. And there's financial benefits, of course, when you're building leaders, which we'll talk about in a minute. You get to join an elite group in Color Street. Believe it or not, the leadership group is still a small percentage of the amount of stylists in Color Street. So you get to be in that elite group. You get to earn incentive trips. The incentive trip right now is for directors and above. And it's a cruise. You get to earn incentive trips. How cool is that? And then finally, you get to make more of the comp plan. You can make money on your own, of course, but you can make more money when you have a team. So before we end the call, I want to share some numbers with you. And I'm not sharing these to impress you, but I want to impress upon you the financial benefits of leadership. This is the kind of money that can truly change lives. So let's look at kind of a couple different levels here. I'm going to look at a team leader who has a team doing about $6,000. So right about it, what you qualify at $5,000. That team leader would have made about $416 from her own sales. Instead, she made $680 having a team. So a couple hundred, over $200 more as that team leader. Now we'll take a team leader that has a bigger team. So this team leader has a bigger team. This team leader has a almost $14,000 team. And if she was a stylist, she would have made $650. As a team leader, she made $1,222. So about double what she made as a team leader. $1,022, you guys. I want you to think right now, what could you do with $1,000 extra a month? What could you do with $1,000 a week? What could you do with $1,000 a day? Because I promise you, there's people in our company making every one of these amounts of money. $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week, and $1,000 a day. So it is truly possible. Let's look at a director. So this director has about a $40,000 team. And from her own sales, she would have made about $88. And with her team, she made about $1,246. And then we have a senior director. So we have a senior director with a $75,000 team. From her own sales, she would have made $943. Instead, she made $3,873. So almost $3,000 more from working with a team. So you're working with a team, helping them make money while you make money. So it's a financial win for both of you. And then finally, let's look at an executive director with a $200,000 team. Her own sales, she would have made $1,750, but with having a team, she made $13,226. So that's kind of every level right now. And again, this is different people on our team. There's no set numbers for, at different levels. So it depends on what your sales are course, the higher your sales are, you hit enhanced commission and you can make more. But there is so much possibility with the financial aspect in our business, you guys, which is a huge benefit of leadership, of course. So I just want to end on one note. If you notice, I talked about one strength to me in a leader is love and passion. I think one of the best kept secrets of successful leadership is love. A true, genuine love for what you do, a love for leading, a love for people, your company, and your product. And it's amazing what you can do when you have this love and this passion. So I urge you to find this love if you don't have it. I urge you to, if you're in a slump, find your passion and your love again. You all signed up because you loved our product. I mean, how can you not, right? So the true secret to success is if you've lost that love and you're in a funk, find your love again. Write down your why, write down some goals, and start sharing your business. That's going to help you move forward with your business. So you guys, I have my scheduling link. You are welcome to schedule calls with me or with your upline leader. If leadership is something you are trying to achieve, we can help you set your goals, help you see where you need to be. If you're not understanding the comp plan and where you need to be for team leader, the different levels, reach out to us and we can help you. We love seeing leaders grow in our business. As you saw, we just did a leader holiday party. We've done other fun leader things. We had a leadership retreat at my house. We would love to have more of you in our leadership group. So I highly encourage you to consider leadership if you haven't, and reach out to us if you need help. Find a pacing partner, be around like-minded people. All right? And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And my gosh, we are coming close to the holidays here. So I will see some of you at our holiday party tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.